Hi, my name is David Mayu, and I'm the Director of Communications for the Port of Nanaimo. I'm here today with Robin Lee, who's the President of SEAMOR Marine, and he also handles business development. He's one of our local employers that has a global reach, just like the Port has. We're proud to present our third annual Port Connect. This is a virtual format this year for obvious reasons, to keep everybody safe, you as well as employees. And Port Connect is a partnership between Port of Nanaimo and Work BC Nanaimo and our key marine-based employers, the mid-Vancouver Island region. There are unique skills required to work in the industry, marine-based industry. And this process helps the Port of Nanaimo bring benefits to the Mid-Island region and beyond through our connection with our employers in businesses and industry. I'll be asking Robin here 5 or 6 questions about trends in their industry, requirements to work within the industry, and current employment opportunities with SEAMOR Marine. Contact information will be provided for the viewers to follow up directly with Robin and with Work BC Nanaimo. You'll see that information on the screen, and you'll have the opportunity to have that. So thank you for linking with us today. Good luck with your search to engage with the marine-based industries, and it's a critical benefit provided by the Port's daily operations and how we deliver local benefits with our global reach. And now let's ask Robin a few things about SEAMOR Marine. So Robin, can you tell us a little bit about your industry, how it got started, and a little bit of what SEAMOR Marine is all about?
All right, thank you, David. Hello, viewers. SEAMOR Marine Limited was originally incorporated in 2006. The two founders is me and my wife, Inja, and we bought actually the intellectual property from local company also called the Inacton Services in 2007, and now we are in the business of a design and manufacturing underwater remote operated vehicles called ROVs. Yeah. And currently we have 10 full-time employees and 1 part-time ones. And we also have senior management utilizing the professional consulting services for HR, accounting, and more.
Okay.
So there are 5 departments within the organization: is production, engineering, sales and marketing, HR, and finance. And with 14 years, I think there's over 14 years of experience.
Right.
Developing and manufacturing those underwater ROVs. SEAMOR Marine is a key players in the design and the production of the underwater inspection equipment internationally.
Wow, okay, that's pretty interesting. So the ROVs, are they sent throughout the world, or where do you send those? Where's your distribution network? Where does that
in fact, Port of Nanaimo was the first customer of ours.
Yeah.
In 2007, and
saw a good
ever
thing.
Since our system has been we call it flying. Mm-hmm. It operates just like helicopter. Okay. The only difference is for underwater, right?
Under the water,
It's
right?
Flying anywhere between North Pole and South Pole. So in fact we're 90% of the market are overseas.
Okay, and where are your offices overseas?
We don't have any direct office overseas.
Right.
We do business with our international dealer network.
The dealers, and that's what I meant. Where your dealer offices? Where would they be?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, our main business in terms of marine related would be in Norwegian market and the Italian market. Okay. Heavily involved with the marine sections.
Okay. That's interesting. You would 14 years ago, did you think that vision was going to reach out as much as it did? Now that you have the looking back, were you surprised by the distribution?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Back then, um, hmm, we kind of see this industry is forming up. I mean, like I said, Nanaimo Port Authority was one of the first customers, and
Right.
we see that the potential in the marine section, and that trend applied to international market as well.
Okay.
Depends on the region, there are different way to use this type of equipment, and all the way from port security and search rescue, even the aquaculture has a link with the marine section as well.
Okay. So the ROVs then are manufactured or they're built right here in Nanaimo?
Yes, every single one of them are hand built here
Okay.
in Nanaimo. Yes.
And you have a small warehouse then, manufacturing center?
Yes, we have a production building and engineering building separately, but not too far. We can still communicate closely, but doesn't need to be see each other every day.
Okay. And how many?
Warehouse-wise, sorry, we do have suppliers on the island.
Yes. Okay.
Particularly for machining parts. We have them supplied from Cumberland River, Victoria. So we're lots of local partners here on the islands.
To help you. Now, do you find technology changes so that it's always evolving? What happens in that area?
I think for sure, particularly this type of equipment involve both mechanical and electrical technologies.
Right.
And these days, there's a term called mechatronics. They're kind of becoming popular. They kind of involve both sides, like I said, mechanical, electrical. They're sort of merging in terms of there's a popular word called AI, right? So unmanned.
Right. And the ROV can actually be put into areas that I suppose there could be some danger.
Correct.
Yes. So better that it's uncrewed.
We shouldn't send divers.
Right.
For instance, I think the trend in the industry is becoming more and more intelligent for the machine to perform the work.
Okay.
Usually it has to be performed by human divers. And
right. Okay.
So that's the trendy way these days.
And so you're looking for the type of employee that you're looking for would be who is it that is of interest to you then, Robin, for SEAMOR Marine?
Well, that depends on the time of the year for us. I'm looking down the road, say 5 years, we definitely need more brain power. I mean, engineers for sure, both electrical and mechanical. But we also need the engineer has ample experience in the marine industry. It's, from school, fresh is good, but it still has a pretty big gap between academic and the industries, and the experience does fill in, particularly for this West Coast.
So would you say the work that somebody would do is somewhat specialized then?
Experience come in play.
Right.
I mean, the theory, technology behind it can be pretty similar. But on the water industry, there's the experience you gain from years operating this type of equipment or something similar definitely help your design and make the system more robust, more industrial friendly, more intuitive to the operators. I mean, everybody can design something cool and splash, but in the real world operating environment, particularly in, say, in offshore or some remote marine sections, and how you can bridge this complicated technology and present to the customer with a simple and easy to understand interface.
Okay.
So that's the key.
So I guess it would, in time, as a person became more knowledgeable about what your needs are, they could evolve either through their work experience somewhere else or enter into a point where they qualify for you. And I guess it's just really a matter of connecting with you at the right time. Timing seems to be an important aspect of this.
Yes, yes. The company is kind of dynamic environment. Lots of inquiries we're getting actually is based on customer unique need. Like in this industry, we have a common saying is nobody wants to buy what you build.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants something different. But we have to build something based on the core technology.
Right.
And then we can enhance them and modify them. You
Right.
might end up with another totally different looking machine, but they're still based on the same core technology, same fundamental design.
Mm-hmm. And that makes so much sense. But I guess then you have your core overlaps, but you'd have to be creative too, and how you can apply the technology for the specific circumstances that are found to be needed for. Is that correct?
Yes. Creativity is a big asset for the
Yes.
industry. You have to think out of the box and
Right.
getting the approach thoroughly evaluated from
Yep.
different perspectives.
Right. So you have to get to know the client's needs and the creativity when you have that opportunity that way in any job. That's kind of the fuel for a job in many ways.
Yes.
Some people don't mind doing the same thing, but I know for myself, if I can be allowed to be creative about some things, it's an energy that is very fulfilling. It gives back to the job. So if
Yes,
that's
yes.
yeah, that's great.
And for us as an organization, on the other hand, we also have to balance this creativity
Yeah.
and conservativity in terms of they apply to engineering and the production.
Right.
The engineer need to keep the creative mind going as high as possible, but on the other hand, the production need to be more conservative side. We have to build stuff the same, like production line.
Okay.
Repeating work is also important to keep your quality in place, right? This machine will be used in a really harsh environment, and the reliability and the robust design are the keys to for the customers.
Very interesting. Okay, so to wrap up then, is there anything else that you wanted to say about SEAMOR Marine or what you're hoping to generate out of some connection with the viewers?
We constantly looking for talent, for sure. That's no question. We also mentioned that depending on time, depending on the period of the company, we're like right now we're in the middle of developing our next generation vehicles.
Okay.
Be much bigger, stronger, and smarter.
And
so that means more autonomous features will be built in, even though they're still tethered with a cable behind it. So we have to develop the machine who actually has autonomous features, so it can reduce the workload for the operators, especially for like when you're operating the machine for hours, it can get really tiring.
Yes.
On the other hand, we are further developing can do. That's a part of the reason we're developing next gen, make it stronger and bigger, so we can carry out some offshore work. For instance, we're in the middle of testing mooring chain cleaning device. Those mooring chains, by the end of the day, if this solution works, it doesn't need to be pulled out from the ocean and then clean them in the air. Everything can be done when the chain is still on the water, still submerged. So it'll be a real-time cleaning in the water, so it'll be much more effective and the cost reduction for sure.
Absolutely.
And with our environment, we're in an island, the mooring chain is everywhere.
Right.
Not
Now,
to mention,
Robin, I was going to ask you, 'cause I understand you did some work with NASA. Is that correct? And can you talk about that at all?
NASA.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to work with NASA crew about 6 years ago.
Yes.
They were testing, or they were having some experience or testing their space kind of simulation actually on the bottom of the lake
Right.
called Pavilion Lake in the interior BC.
Mm-hmm.
So we collaborate with them, of course, with our equipment, the on-the-water
Yes.
vehicles.
Right.
And the conversation is still there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what happened down there on the water could be quite similar to in the space. It's, believe it or not, it's quite of a fascinating connection down there.
Sure.
So the connection is still there. We still
Yes.
keep in touch with those guys. It's also eye-opening for us to sometimes the idea from them can spark us,
Right.
trigger the new model, maybe application-wise.
Right. You never know what it might, things might change. Just hold on to that. That might go in a different.
Yes. Yeah.
So we can hope. So I'm just going to wrap up then. Is there anything else you wanted to say at this point then, Robin?
I think we're covered pretty much what
Okay.
we're doing, what we are looking for, and what could be in the pipeline. I think down the road, we might have a turnkey solution for the marine section in
Okay.
terms of, you know, like you mentioned, any underwater asset need to be inspected, cleaned,
Okay.
assessed. So we're still working on the solution. So
I just wanted to close off then. Thanks very much, Robin, for all the information, for your time.
thank you, David.
Questions? Yes, in the local marine industry. If you have any other questions, please direct them either to Robin directly, as we were just mentioning, or you can contact Peter McGee over at Work BC Nanaimo. Thanks very much.
Thank you for the opportunity, David. Thank you, Peter, for the, organizing this.